What's up, everybody? Sewer Pals 3, number 3. This is our third time doing this. I'm Adam Haig, Midwest Index, joined, as always, by Matt Schmitz, tired commentary himself. Matt, how you
Oh,
doing?
really good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. We are going to discuss tonight a topic that I just kind of loosely came up with earlier this week. I don't know how good it's going to be because I've been watching some pretty shit stuff. Spoiler alert, what we're watching.
Oh, I
Pretty
like that.
pretty much some straight up just bullshit.
I've just been watching some straight up bullshit.
but before
I
we get
like that.
but before we get into that, how have you been doing? You've been moving, you've been reorganizing. You moved into a new place with your girlfriend. How is that going?
It's really good, man. We've hit the final stages. The doll factory has been coming together nice.
There it is. There it is. You have the brick, the mortar, the sheets. Are those new sheets?
I mean, they're not my new sheets.
They're
They're
not your new
hers.
sheets. They're
No,
her sheets.
Hershey's.
Hershey's kisses.
Yep. Um, no, they exist. They're fine. Yeah, I just finished the guest room last night. I threw away a quarter of my belongings. I realized I'm a hoarder in the process, um, which is true. Like I just like memorial sake things, like I kept, and I just ejected a lot of them, and it was hard. It was a hard like there's moments where like in the past like 5 years I was like I gotta get rid of this shit. And then last night, like I finally got rid of a bunch of it, and it felt really good. And I haven't thought about it since.
Like
So
what's an example of something that you gotten rid of that you feel good about with like without getting too personal if you don't want to, but something that you feel comfortable sharing that you got rid of recently that you have hoarded for a long time, or just like an example of something.
memorial sake shit that I'll keep is just like stuff that it's like something happened that was um like say for instance uh I was someplace and something big happened while like not it couldn't even be big, but like something happened that like I remember during that, and like that thing exists still in the quantity of my existence. I would keep it because of that. I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, like I always need that because like that's something that's important. Um, so things like napkins, coasters.
Coasters for sure
Uh,
for me, definitely.
yeah, I have a nasty coaster collection.
Nasty, just straight up nasty coaster
Nasty,
collection.
yeah, sensual, disgusting. Um, I'm trying to think what else. Like shoes that like I had a heart like I really like. It's a kind of I feel
And like
very
shoes that
vulnerable
don't
right
fit you
now.
anymore, but like they're still like you think they're cool looking, maybe.
I feel yeah,
Or
I
like
feel
even
very
even
vulnerable.
t-shirts too, man. I have t-shirts that I can't fucking fit into anymore that like I just like.
Adam, I'm gonna be real honest with you right
And
now.
I
I will
know
not
I
get rid
know
of
you like I
t-shirts.
know you like your t-shirts as well, so that's why I brought that up.
I won't get rid of t-shirts.
Yeah.
I will. I know I will. Like I have an entire laundry bag of t-shirts ready to go. Um, yeah, it's just like it was so simple to hold on to so many things for so long, I guess. And now it's very simple to get rid of them. And I'm like the anxiety of it all is like kind of past, and like so it's a lot. It's been a lot simpler to kind of get rid of things. And now, like, now the anxiety is the amazing amount of bullshit that I need to get rid of now
Mm-hmm.
that we're in. So, like, our entire hallway is just lined with shit I need to either take to Goodwill or sell.
Yeah.
So, pos good. Things are going good.
Good. Good.
Long answer. Yeah. How
So
are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm I'm good. God, this week's been interesting. It started
Dude,
off kind of slow, but I was kind of anticipating a lot of work like midweek, and then it's just kind of just snowballed into just like a big old shoulder shrug. That's what I'm doing right now. Just like, okay.
That's what we're watching right now.
Yeah,
This, mo-
like
this motherfucker.
I'm not going to name any names or anything, but just poor planning on other people's parts, and then it's, "Hey, Adam, fix it. Do your thing."
Right.
Kind of thing.
I
So I'm like I finished that today, and um not that it matters that I finished it today. I could have finished it fucking Monday, because who's doing shit at fucking 3-4 o'clock on a Friday?
buddy.
Nobody.
I keep forgetting corporate America exists. Like it
Nobody.
shuts down around that time. I'm
No.
figuring that out. I'm learning.
Yeah, dude. Um so yeah, once I finished that, I drove to Hy-Vee. I got some beers, and I'm feeling pretty good now.
That's good. Adam, can I start off a segment that we have begotten at this point?
You can start it off.
Adam, what you drinking?
I am drinking. Um, I don't know if this is probably not going to focus, so I'm going to hold it like right here. I am drinking Big Grove's All New Everything. It is a double IPA. And it's delicious. It's brewed from Pilsner hops, so it's not. It's a little different IPA. It's a little bit different tasting. It's a little, I don't want to say heavier, but it's more like um lagery, not as bitter from like a normal like IPA, I guess I should say.
Yeah, that makes
Um
sense.
so I'm drinking that, and then I also have on my backup in the rotation here on deck, I have the basic batch from Confluence. Their pumpkin seasonal stuff, which I can
Yeah,
appreciate because I like the name.
great
Basic
for fuck.
basic batch. So
Yeah,
that's what
hell
I'm
yeah.
drinking.
Okay,
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Matt, what you drinking?
I'm drinking a little this something easy.
Something easy. No Franzia tonight, huh?
Yeah, no Frazia. No, we collectively decided to kick the wine thing for a minute. So it's been a beer kick this last week. Yeah, it's
Kick
been
it
good.
up.
Been kick it up,
I
daddy.
like that.
Uh, so I picked these up earlier. Something easy, pretty tasty beer. I love Lagunitas. Can't go
Lagunitas
wrong.
so good. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Lagunitas.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ballast Point, Lagunitas, all good.
Okay.
Love it. So it's been tasty. So like I'm like halfway through the 12, I think right now. Just like kind of
Cruising.
moving through it.
You're on cruise
Yeah.
control right now.
Oh, I'm on cruise
You're on that
control.
Lagunitas cruise control. And
Yeah.
I know that because
Yeah, this shit ain't all pilot. You gotta work a little bit for it, but like it's pretty cruisy.
well, once you get on it, that's my point. Like, because Lagunitas, like once you start drinking Lagunitas, it's like it's a little like shoulder twitchy, but like once you're on it, you're fine. You're just like I was almost gonna drink some PBR tonight. It's like PBR.
Ooh.
Like if you haven't had PBR in a while, and you just dive into a can of PBR, you're like,
Uh,
this does not taste
Well,
good, and it doesn't taste good.
it
PBR
doesn't.
PBR does not taste good. But like once
Yeah.
you are like 2, 3, 4 deep into it, you're fine.
Shit, dog. Like
But
I'm on two.
but that,
Like the
that
first
yeah,
the first one's a little aggressive, and then you get on two, and you're like, okay, yeah, this makes a little bit more sense.
because what God was it last week? Last week I got a 12 pack of PBR just for the hell of it. I haven't had it in a long time, and I started drinking it, just hanging out in the garage, working on some shit, and I was like, this isn't good. PBR is not good. It's not a good beer. And I kept drinking it, and I was like, okay, like it's fine now, but like it was like my taste buds just like warming up to it, like getting used to it to a sense. And
you're also in a mindset of like absolutes at that point too. So you're like, I don't like this. What was I thinking in the past? And then you get on number two or number three, and you're like,
yes,
okay, this
you're
makes sense. This
then
is
then
actually
I
a
was
bit.
fine with it. But then
It's pretty good.
excuse my language here, what trumped everything was
Whoa, 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 whoa.
was the next morning when I was like, dude, PBR dries the fuck out of my mouth. I don't know why. Like it is like incredibly dry. Like I just like
It's so dry. Yeah.
I need all of the fucking water. Like it is like worse than drinking a craft beer. I could drink fucking 6 Confluence beers and 6 Big Road beers and be fine the next day. But like if I drink like 6 PBRs, I need like 2 gallons of water.
You fucked.
I don't know why. It's just like, ugh. Anyway,
It's the hops.
it still helps.
It's the hops. I don't know.
Matt, before we get into topic of show, tops. Is there anything you want to get off your chest? Do you want to talk about anything else? Anything you've been doing?
I mean,
Anything you've been feeling lately?
I mean, my week's been fine. I don't know, work, cool, sure. Politics, interesting, sure, whatever. What did I eat this week? Um, Ellie made a fantastic soup, and like we've been eating soup leftovers, been in a real soup kick.
What kind of soup?
Um, it's like a chicken broth with like an actual like chicken thing in it with like rice and a bunch of other shit in it, like homemade. And god damn, is it sweet and it's delicious. Um,
Vegetables and
all the shit, like
okay.
man, like you put like shit. Just think the technical term shit.
Yep. Got it.
That's in the soup.
Registered.
It's copy. It's delicious. It's real sweet. I don't know. She made the soup. It was really good. So we've been eating that. Got a lot of leftovers on that. Been working on that. Been lovely. What the fuck else? We went to a surprise birthday party earlier tonight,
Mm-hmm.
and it was at our friend's bar that's not open but opens this next
Oh
week.
yeah, the Bear Bar.
The Bear
85,
Bar.
85, whatever. What is it called?
It's called 85 Bar.
85 Bar. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So we went there tonight. My buddy Isaac, his lady friend, it was their birthday, so it was a surprise birthday party. So we went there for that, and it's been amazing to just see the process of seeing like where the bar is at and like how they're preparing, and they're opening next week, and it's ready to go, and it's beautiful. It's super cool. It's a
I
horny bar.
showed the bar to Abby on Instagram. I think it was today or yesterday, and they have that really shitty liquor from Chicago.
Malort,
That's fucking terrible. Yes,
Old Malort.
fucking
Yeah,
terrible.
they have
Fuck
that.
that.
Has she ever drank Malort?
Oh, we both have. It's
You have.
fucking
You know,
terrible. It's not
I
good.
helped. I almost took a picture earlier because they have a bottle of it there for fun right now, and I didn't take the picture. But I made the comment. There was a point where we were talking about things because there's a lot of bars in Chicago that actually have Malort on tap.
Ugh.
Ugh. And I was pushing for that. I was like, I mean, if you guys trying to be a Chicago bar, you gotta put Malort on top.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
They wouldn't do it. But they had the bottles. So Malort is there. So if you want to try and like feel terrible about your life,
I don't.
go to
I
85.
definitely don't. That shit sucks.
85 bar, Des
Whew.
Moines, Iowa, whatever the fuck you want. Drink Malort. That shit is gasoline. Tastes like trash. Fuck that. I don't know. I love you, Chicago. Big fan. Big fan. A lot of friends live there. Malert's literal fucking vomit in a bottle.
I totally agree. But Matt, guess what?
Let's go.
Topic of show.
Let's go.
Matt,
Hit
what you
me.
what you been watching? Do you want to start off or do you want me to start off?
Um,
So when I introduce this topic to you, so we just to let the viewers and listeners know, we switch off on topics. Who comes up with the topics for every week? This week was my week. I chose what have we been watching? It could be anything. It could be this fucking TikTok video where this girl is dancing all scantily clad and she looks hot. That's probably not going to
what?
be it, but
Why didn't you send
there's
that
this
to me?
YouTube video, or there's just this meme, or there's this Vine. Wait, Vine. Wait, what?
Vine.
Or a show, or a movie, or something. I chose. What have we been watching? I'll start off. Matt.
Start it off,
I'm
buddy.
gonna
What's
start it
that?
off, and my I made a list here, and it's
You have a list?
this isn't meant
Mine's
to
all mental.
this isn't meant to be like anything revolutionary. This isn't meant to be like, oh, these are my Oscar picks. These are my Academy Award picks. These are my, you know, whatever picks.
Fuck, you're watching right now.
But I think something we can both agree on is The Boys season 2. Um, so they came out with the first 2 episodes on
Yeah.
the same night. I watched
Three.
those.
First three.
Was it 3?
It was three.
You sure about that?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it was 2. It might have been 3. Anyway, they came out the first 2 or 3 episodes immediately, and then it was a week to week basis. That's how you watch them. So it wasn't a binge type thing, which people I feel like are going away from. To be honest with you, Disney has been going away from the binge type Netflix mentality. Amazon Prime definitely
Noticed that.
is.
Yeah.
They want to. I mean, I get it. They want to retain viewers, right? So they want you to keep coming back to their platform week
Right.
after week. So if you binge something, you're just straight there for it, and then you're gone. You might be going to Hulu or Netflix or Prime or
Yeah.
HBO Max or whatever the case may be. So I totally get that. But The Boys season 2, I really, really liked. I didn't think it was good as season 1. Matt, what do you think?
Season? I I completely agree with you. I think season one was I think it was all abrupt. Like the whole entire thing was abrupt. The entire
It
thing
was
was
unexpected. It was like it was this anti
yeah.
superhero show,
Yeah. I don't
and
like I don't
yeah,
yeah. I generally don't like superhero hero shit. It's not like I don't know, like Marvel Universe, like MCU stuff. Like it doesn't do a lot for me. I was never like a comic book kid or anything like that. It's not my thing. And then this show came out and like I watched season one and I was hooked because no, this you could binge season one. They didn't do the same ploy that they did with season two. Yeah,
correct,
you
yeah,
just yeah, you should go through it. I was sucked in automatically, but not in the sense that like this is like cool, like new Amazon show, gory bullshit, whatever, anything like that. It wasn't that. I was generally interested by the storyline and like the fucked up nature that they were going at. They were trying to be like the anti MCU universe and the anti everything. Like what you think you know about any of these things is wrong. We're going to do that. And I was so entertained by it. And I really loved it. Season one, it's kind of like you're getting your bearings with these writers and with like this idea of a storyline and show, and it kept going, and I loved it. It kept getting twisted and weird, and you kind of started picking up on it like after the fact, and yeah, like I'm a fan. Season two, loved it, but season one was better because like it was 100% you didn't know what the fuck was about to happen. Season two, kind of understand the characters more, you understand the writing
Yeah.
process a little bit more, so you kind of know where it's going to go. So it's a little easier to navigate. Um, but yeah, I agree with you 100%. The boys love it. Keep put it on 69 seasons.
So from what I've gathered from the boys, it's owned by DC. It's based off the comics. It
Is that right?
is
I didn't, I
yes.
didn't, I didn't, I didn't know DC owned it actually.
Yeah,
That's
yes,
crazy.
yes.
Okay, cool.
Um, they're based off the boys' success. There is going to be a lot of stuff coming out that is kind of either anti superhero or anti villain, anti hero, all these kinds of things. One thing that comes to mind is called Invincible, and that is coming out on Prime as well. And that is going to be animated, and it's supposed to look exactly like the graphic novel, which is done by Robert Kirkman, who also did Walking Dead. So
Really? No shit.
that is another one to look out for. Just a little sewer pals tip right here. That is another one to look out for, coming from the comic realm. I'm not a big comic book guy either. You know, my
Yeah.
comic books consisted of fucking Ren and Stimpy and powdered the powdered toast man growing up. You know, in like the Mad magazines. Like I wasn't a big comic guy, but like
Same.
I do like the MCU. I do like the DC stuff to a certain degree. I do think these things have interesting stories to tell. It's just it's how they're done. So you know, obviously, I think the MCU is obviously just like popcorn blockbuster. It's just all visual. It's I mean, there's some interesting story beats for sure, and there's some things for like fanboys and stuff and fangirls. Um, but for the most part, it's these things on um, Prime and Hulu and HBO, like Watchmen, for example, which is really fucking good. Um, these smaller stories, these smaller scenarios where they have better stories to tell, which are that's what I'm interested in. And if you haven't seen Watchmen on HBO, holy shit, that is woo, whoo, zing. Oh wow,
Watched it. Yeah,
amazing,
yeah.
amazing.
So like I started during quarantine and like I loved it and I love the general storyline, but it like and what I'm saying as a whole, do not like attach it to the writing or like the storyline. Attach it to my attention span. Like I got lost consistently, but I was also like cooking dinner while I was
Yeah,
watching it, like
it
every single time.
it's
But
it's meant to do that because it's done by the same guy who did the Leftovers on HBO. If you ever seen that,
okay, cool.
yeah,
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
it's supposed to like leave you confused and wondering and
Yeah,
kind of that mentality. Yeah,
I love the movie. And then I started the show and I got sucked into it and the storyline was good. And every time I watched a full episode and then moved on to the next one, I felt like I missed nine things in the last episode. So like it was this constant game of like watching a thing and then moving backwards,
yeah.
I guess. But it was thorough. Everything was thorough as shit. I'm not saying they missed details and like I fucked up or like that
So
wasn't the
did you
case.
end up watching the whole thing, or did you just kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
dip out after a little bit?
No, I
Oh,
finished
okay,
it.
okay.
I finished it and I did like it.
So you gathered the
Um
whole story,
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
general story. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. And like I loved it, and I think it's a fantastic show, and I think it's a fantastic series, and I hope to God it continues. Um,
It's probably not going to, unfortunately.
Probably no, probably not. But I think they already announced it, like it's not happening.
Yeah.
They're not gonna
Yeah.
do a to go to.
Correct.
Um, yeah. But I loved the immersion in it. I love the amount of detail that was in that, and to the degree that like I was just like trying to watch this like while doing things, and don't do that.
That show is a lot of show don't tell type
Yeah,
storytelling. Um,
absolutely. That's spot
what's
on.
Damon Lindelof, I think of his name, who did the Leftovers. The Leftovers was just like the first season. You could wrap your head around the whole concept, and then like after that, like season two, and I think there was a
Right.
third season. I think there was only 3 seasons. But after that, it was just kind of like what,
Wait.
huh?
Wait.
And,
Wait.
and he wrote some episodes of Lost too, which I know we're gonna get into because they're. But
You were on a
so
phone call,
it's
you
it's
know.
it's 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 kind of that kind of like same mentality. So obviously we are interested in the same types of shows,
100%.
writers, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Things wanting to like leaving more for you. That
It's
there's always that
dream.
like carrot on the stick, the bait. Like I like shows like that are really well done. But yeah, so Watchmen was definitely like that. And I think The Boys is like that to a certain degree too. It's
Hello, right. Yeah.
season one was, I thought it was phenomenal. It was top notch, top grade, like probably the best superhero, anti superhero story that I've seen. To be honest with you,
I 100% agree with you.
at least from TV perspective, for sure. Um, and then season two obviously knocked it out of the park, I
Yeah.
think, but I didn't think it was as good as season one. Maybe just because I kind of knew what to expect from The Boys,
Yeah, and
whereas
that's all.
yeah,
Yeah. And that's the hard part is like you kind of know the characters at that point. So like you already kind of know which direction.
Homelander's going to be a dick and he's going to be arrogant and he's
Yeah.
going to only think about himself, and
Well, he's yeah.
you
And
know what
like
everyone
at
else
the
is going to be like. You're like, you know what I mean?
yeah. Right. You see the direction it's gonna go. He's insanely susceptible, and everyone knows that. Like fucking Vought knows that. Everyone knows that. So like and he's the most popular, so they have to use him as the cog in the wheel. So they'll place him. They can't get rid of him. You can't kill him. Like you can. They could probably kill him if they wanted to, but like they can't because they're everyone's using it as a cog in the machine, and it's just like it's like pseudo. Everything is so pseudo political in all of this, and like
Especially season two.
especially season two, yeah. And like I appreciate that, and like I feel like that's why they brought the Nazi nonsense,
Yeah.
not nonsense. It's not nonsense, but like the Nazi what have yous into season two and
They
like
wanted
played
her
that in.
background to be Nazi for a reason,
Yeah,
right?
I listened to a couple interviews with the people like that write and like are like the showrunners of this, and like they're very aware. Like this is everything has a reason, and
Mm-hmm.
that is that like that character placement specifically that background everything like that's there for a fucking reason, and it's all typical in this time and era, and like yeah it's like let's see what happens. And I don't know, like did you notice that they use the term like yeah we're gonna try and make everything great again.
Yep. Yep. That's what I love about the show. It's very self aware in the time that it's being produced in.
Very
Season
much so.
one was very all about sexism, anti-sexism, and this season is all about just anti bad fucking people. You know what I mean? Like
Anti-fascism, yeah. I mean, that's
anti-fascism. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I love it. Yeah, it's a cool show. Like, I don't know. I can't finger place anything that's that. But like, this is this. I hated the fact that it was coming out weekly, but I knew it in my mind, and I was watching it weekly.
Yeah.
So they sucked me in. I'm one of those guys.
I watched the first two episodes when they first came out, and then three and four I watched week to week, and then I kind of
Yeah,
fell off because I got busy. But then I like basically
yeah.
binged the last half of the season, and it was great.
I think we were watching about weekly. Um, and I don't think any I I feel like they're still like building ideas on characters at this point. Like
Well,
I
yeah,
feel
because
like
what has the Deep done? He's done nothing.
nothing. But I love that. Like that's the thing is like that was the fun thing is like it's fun to hang with people that like automatically like assume arcs in characters like while you're watching a show
Uh huh.
and be like oh like well like obviously he's gonna have this like resurgence and like he hates these people already so he's gonna automatically come back in and be the he's gonna be the anti like the character of everything. Like he's gonna be the one that's gonna salt everything up and fuck it up. And it turns out that like as they end season two, spoiler, um, he's just like, oh fuck me, still not in there. Like
Wait,
still just
he gets to go back and I don't.
yeah, still just an asshole. And that was so
Love it. Love
satisfying.
it.
It was super satisfying. I love that. I was a fan.
Every
I
time
like
I see him with a shirt off though, and I see the gills and like the innards, like I
right.
that is just kind of like you know,
That's what Aquaman would have had, man.
yeah.
Maybe a gills in his asshole or something. I don't know. Guess we didn't see him. Or did
Like I've
we?
watched a lot of fucked up shit, and like just seeing like open gills in like someone's body cavity, just like talking and just like
Patton Oswalt talking.
is yes. It's just it seems so fucking strange, man. I don't know. It's just I don't know, but love it.
I
I
loved
love
it.
it, obviously.
I love that portion of it because it was like a body positive episode
Yeah,
specific to the deep.
your body's
Uh,
talking to you.
yeah,
What
body.
is it saying?
Your body's a wonderland.
Your
Feel
body lies
Patton
over the
Oswalt.
ocean. Your body lies over the sea.
Your body lies over the ocean. Your body lies over. See.
Please bring back your body to
I loved
me.
it. I loved watching the decline of the deep. And I feel like that's a build to the next season.
Well,
And I
people thought it
feel
was a
like
build to the end of this season, which that
exactly. And I love that. And I honestly hope that they keep playing on that, that like everyone's like, this is a person that's gonna be important in the season, and they just are not.
well,
And he's just
they're already building him up to do something in season three. Which, by the way, Homelander in season three. Oh boy. Oh, oh, oh,
give me 30 boy.
oh.
But I honestly hope they play the same game and that the deep is just a chode in season three as well because that's funny as shit. That's funny to me.
Matt, we could go on and on about the boys. We've obviously both fucking love. We might have to devote an
Would
entire
love to.
fucking episode to it, but that's obviously something we've both been watching. What is something that you have been watching that you would like to share?
already know about this. Um, Me and Ellie restarted Lost last week.
Tell me about Lost.
So here's the thing.
How is it? So, did preface this, please. Did you watch it when it first came out, or is
I
this your
did.
first time watching it?
I've caught it. I caught it a couple times when it was playing in real time, and then in around 2011 or 12, I watched the entire series.
Okay.
I want to say, does that timeline check out? I can't remember. I feel like that makes sense, but I watched the entire thing all the way through, um, even in the dark times.
Fair enough.
Uh, and I watched the entire thing all the way through. I loved. I was in. I was like the entire time, like I was like, I'm in. And then it hit like season 6, which I think was writer strike time or something happened. And it was terrible.
So
And it
this
like
was this is a time of television too, where it was week to week. Like you couldn't binge this.
no, that true.
So
You
you had to
couldn't.
wait for the next episode a whole week, and were this was on NBC, correct? Back in the day, I think.
Yeah,
Were
I
they an
believe so.
hour long?
Yeah,
I'll air quote an hour, so probably like what 40 minutes long.
give or take.
How long are the episodes when you watch them now? Like 40, 45 minutes?
I don't know. I fall asleep. Mostly 40.
Fair enough. Um, I made it. I made it as far as like I think the middle of season 3 before I called it,
Okay.
and I didn't care. I I I I kind of knew what they were going at in the sense that yeah, let's kind of drag this on and let's show a bunch of flashbacks and um I read some articles back in the day too where the writers of the show were forced to write in flashbacks because they wanted the length of the show to just keep going on because it was so popular.
Yeah,
And
that makes a lot of
I
sense.
think that really hurt the show. And
100%.
I feel like it could have been a really good show if it was like 4 or 5 seasons.
I feel like
If that, you know.
I feel like it could have been. I feel like I was completely in the first time watching. Now at this point, like I'm jaded and angry, rewatching it, so I'm like automatically just what like seeing things like nah, this ain't it.
Sure.
The initial time watching it, I feel like that they could have uh, done things infinitely better the first go around, and that's later in the season. Like the first few seasons, I was in like how they timed things out, and especially knowing that it was week to week. Ellie explained it perfectly to me earlier this week, where she said like it's like everything's like a puzzle. It's like there's an envelope inside an envelope, and that's just the show. And I was like, yeah. She's like, it's fucking frustrating to rewatch because like
That is like J.J. Abrams like MO like when he first started like directing and
yeah,
stuff like that. Like he feel like he had to like be like clever. Like he couldn't just make like good looking
right.
shows or movies. He had to like add like a twist to it. I'm just like
Yeah, it's like
you're
he's
not M Night Shyamalan. What the fuck?
yeah, he's not M Night Shyamalan. He's trying to do M Night Shyamalan to TV, and which she absolutely did, but like she was very. spot on in the fact that like I realized that like oh, that's an envelope, and she's going to rob this bank um, for the specific purpose to get the envelope that has an envelope in it that has a model plane in it that really serves no purpose.
Which has a figure trap.
Right? That has this. And she made a point. She's like, she knew I was going to talk about Lost tonight. She's like, yeah, talk about the scientist and the TNT. Where you're like, there's this person who's the scientist who's going to like play a big role in the show, and then like holds the stick of dynamite and then is blown to literal fucking bits. Like that's what the show is. It's like it's shock and awe and fucking puzzle.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Um, as of right now, here's my full review.
Have you finished the full rewatch of Lost?
No, I
Okay.
have not finished it. We're on season 2 right now.
Okay.
Here's my rundown where I'm at with it.
All right.
Uh, the first time I watched it, I was intrigued. I like characters. Where I'm at right now, I'm generally annoyed by most characters.
Right.
I don't like. We're in season 2, so I can't remember. Is Shannon dead? I hope so.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. I hope Shannon's dead. I hope Boone is dead. I hope Charlie is dead. I hope Kate is dead. I don't like Jack. I just really found out like while watching a second ago, I don't like any of them. I like John Locke.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I like John Locke. Sawyer's fine. He's kind of a shithead, but he's fine. Um, Saeed, everyone loves Saeed. Saeed will live forever. Who else?
The doctor.
The Doctor, Jack
Wasn't he,
can die.
wasn't he the doctor?
Saeed?
Yeah.
No, Saeed was the
Who was the doctor?
that's Jack. Jack sucks.
Oh, I mean like the scientist. Sorry.
I don't know.
Wasn't Saeed like the scientist?
Saeed was the Iraqi soldier.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. You're talking about Desmond?
The guy with like the sorry, excuse me, but like the Indian looking guy with like the
Yeah,
longer hair.
Saeed. Saeed.
Wasn't he like the
He was in the Republican Guard in Iraq.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
hmm I don't know.
You've seen it more recently than I have.
I'm only on season 2, but maybe that changes because this show makes no sense. It doesn't hold up as well as it did. Is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued and I'm gonna continue to watch it. I'm not loving it while I'm watching it. I'm just gonna say that. Maybe I am jaded. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I'm trying to go into this with as open ears as humanly possible because I kind of know the storyline, but at the same time, I'm not having a great time. That's where I'm at right now.
Fair
That's my
enough.
final review.
Fair
Final
enough.
review. Final
Fair
review.
fair enough, Matt. I am going
Fair enough.
to rifle off some shows right here that are kind of inconsequential to me right now. I'm still watching The Vow right now on HBO
Oh,
Max. That is the Nexium documentary with Keith Raniere, who
how was that
he,
going?
I mean, he's seducing women and fucking them, and
Nice.
um, it's about a sex cult who made headlines for sex trafficking, essentially. So, um, but the whole shtick of this one on HBO is it kind of follows this woman who is trying to get her daughter back, who's like stuck in it. So she's trying to do that. That's interesting.
It's
Another one
mostly
what's that?
it's mostly celebrities that are in that, right?
Like like C-list celebrities. Yeah,
C-list celebrity. So
yeah. Like,
whose mom is searching for whose C-list celebrity to get out?
I don't know that this girl was a celebrity, but this mom is searching for her daughter who is attractive, and
All
she
right.
is being used to. She's probably. I mean, she's being used to recruit, and she's also being used to draw people in. So I don't know. Um, and
God,
she's been abused too. So she's probably branded. They do branding there as well. So
I
with
saw that.
initials and
Yeah.
stuff. So it's kind of fucked up. So I've been watching that. I think I have one or two episodes left on that. The boys we talked about. Um, I'm just gonna roll off some other easy ones just to get through my list here. Halloween. That movie just totally holds up, man. That movie is just the bee's
Original.
knees. Like, and what's funny is like I've been watching Halloween, the original 1979 version, and I've been watching other John Carpenter movies like Scream, which are fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's not good.
I will repeat, Scream is fucking terrible.
I watched Scream 4 last weekend.
So fucking bad. Scream 1, bad. Scream 2, bad. 3, bad. 4, bad. Whatever came after that, fucking terrible. Those movies are trash.
Scream 1 fucked me up when I was a kid. Scared me.
Anyway, okay.
It doesn't now, though. Just so you know.
Hocus Pocus, easy, fun, family. Dude, I'll watch fucking Hocus Pocus like in July. I don't give a shit. Like I'll watch Christmas Vacation in July.
God damn.
I'll watch Christmas Vacation, Hocus Pocus back to back in July.
You're a bad man.
Yeah.
You're a nasty guy.
So
You're just ready to
I do
go.
have this on the list too. Adam's Family. Um, I
Ooh.
watched the original Adams Family with my daughter, my kid, and she liked it. She liked it a lot. So I was like, oh, like, is she
I'm gonna
gonna
watch
like?
Adam's
Is she
Family
gonna like? Is
Values.
she gonna like Adams Family values? Gotta find it still. But
It's out there.
the
Just
Ad,
watch it.
the Adams Family animated movie that came out last year with like Oscar Isaac, Charlize Theron, Nick Kroll's in it. Chloe
I
Grace
have.
Moretz is in it.
Oh
Um,
my god.
it's not good.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, that seems. I remember seeing
It's
that
pretty.
being a
It's
thing.
pretty. It's pretty bad. Um,
It's exactly what you think it would be,
it's
right?
a lot of big names, and it's just like falls
Yeah.
flat. Anyway, so she likes the original Adams Family, the live action one with all the good names in it.
Christina Ricci.
Christina Ricci's in it. Yeah, the guy who died, who was M Bison in Street Fighter. What's his name?
Gomez.
Gomez. Yeah.
Gomez. I
Gomez.
forget his name. He's the shit.
Have
Um,
speaking of which, who plays the wife? Uh, have you seen The Witches on Netflix?
dude, I watched The Witches all the time when I was a kid.
Did you really? I'd never seen that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Lennon is like obsessed with it, like, and it's kind of not really age appropriate for
No, it's not.
her.
It's a fucked up
It's
movie,
so
man.
strange. It's so
I saw it.
strange.
Yeah, I saw it as a kid. It fucked me up. It was fucking weird. Is that it's she's in a bunch of Wes Anderson movies.
She's in Roll Tenenbaums. She's in,
Yeah.
yeah. She's in a bunch
Um,
of, yeah, yeah.
it's right here. Hold on, here it comes. It's rolling. Eh, eh, eh. Uh, not Julia. God damn it, I can't remember her name. Ah, she's nasty in those movies, though.
Yeah.
You're looking it up right now.
I mean, I'm not on like IMDb or anything, but
You're on the cooler one, the cooler version of it.
Angelica Houston. Um,
And
but when Angelica
like
Houston
a
transforms into the witch in The Witches, it is like
yeah, fucked
it
my ass
it
up, dude. When I was
is
a kid,
it is it is scary, dude.
disturbing.
And
It is
and
disturbing.
uh uh Lennon watches my kid watches the iPad when we're traveling in the back seat. And she was watching that movie and like I could hear this like gruesome like transformation. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? She's watching The
Because
Witches, and I'm just like, what the fucking fuck?
she turns into like a fucked up rat, right?
Yeah,
Like super
and
rat.
everybody in the room does too. Like it's like a
Yeah,
witch convention, and they all come there, and she transforms, and everyone's like, oh, I'm gonna transform too and show my fucking hairy pussy ass. And
hairy pussy ass.
it is
That's a band name.
it is it's just it's disturbing. Anyway, um,
That movie fucked my ass up when I was a kid.
I had never seen it. I didn't even know it existed until like recently, to be honest with you.
Go to my brother's house. He has it on VHS, I think.
Holy shit. Anyway, so yeah, so Halloween, Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus is great. Hocus
Like,
Pocus is just classic Halloween. Hocus
absolutely.
Pocus 2 is supposedly coming out.
I heard that. I saw that.
Supposedly.
I don't know.
Um,
COVID Pocus too.
um, I threw Adam's Family into that same mix. Great movie. Christopher Lloyd in that movie is so great. Um,
Yeah. Insane.
yeah.
Uncle
Uh,
Fester?
Raul Julia is Gomez Adams.
Yeah, there he is.
Rest in
Tells you.
peace, my man.
Yeah.
Such a great actor.
He was
Um,
like those the like the Adams Family Adams. I felt like honestly like perfect movies in that
they were so
world.
good.
Yeah.
The tone of that movie was so good. Like the way it was shot, the tone, the acting, the comedy mixed with kind of like the horror, but it wasn't too like scary. It was just like it was perfect. It was like um
They picked the people perfectly. I remember watching it, and then specifically having MC Hammer,
mhm.
do Adam's Family rap.
It was a
As
perfect mix of like the 90s and like the humor mixed with like horror. It was like Clueless met horror.
so it felt like, yeah,
You know what I mean?
Abs Adam's Family Values, like when the kids go to camp.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And there
And
were a ton of big names in that too. And
all of
what's
them.
ton of big names and a lot in the first one and second one. A lot of product placement too. Like they
Yeah,
they, they knew these movies were going to be big.
yeah.
It's insane. Anyway, love those movies.
Good call.
Um Another one I just want to lump in before you can take the reins here. Jurassic Park. My kid was watching Jumanji for the longest fucking time, and loved it. Loved Jumanji, and graduated to Jurassic Park. Like that's a natural progression, right? So um,
You
we
got
went.
yourself a grown ass adult, doggy.
Yeah, we went from watching a bunch of movies with Robin Williams to a bunch of movies with I don't know, apparently Bette Midler and a bunch of other weird '90s people. I don't know. Who knows?
That's good.
I have some other things here, but I've spoken long enough. And what else have you been watching, Matt?
We restarted X Files
X Files, huh?
from the beginning.
The TV series, the 1994 TV series.
Yes, sir.
Fair enough.
Um,
Fair enough.
it's kind of it's kind of dark.
Mm-hmm.
The entire thing's kind of dark. Yeah. Um, Mulder is like I don't know, like restarting it from the get-go, like Mulder's dead set. I didn't realize like I don't know, I came in kind of late on the house, but like realize like I had to like kind of start from the beginning and realizing that Mulder's dead set. Like he's been affected by these stories and everything that's going on.
He's
Um
not Californication David Duchovny. Okay.
no, I
No.
mean he still fucks. He absolutely is fucking a bunch. But with like he's still playing the same character, and that's the fun thing. It's like David Duchovny, his acting is there's so many actors that are the same way. Like their acting means that they are playing themselves, but they're just allowing themselves to be that character. And in this scenario, it's like David Duchovny is allowing the idea that he's down with aliens and the unknown. And in Californication, he's allowing the idea that him as himself is allowing his character to be a sex addict that balks everything that moves.
Right.
So because of the fact that like he's not a true like I'm not saying he's not a true actor. That'd be unreal. But he just plays the same character constantly. So we have to believe that Fox Mulder balks everything that moves
Naturally.
naturally. So Californication is a uh, next step of X Files. So we have to believe that as Fox Mulder is also his name is Fox Mulder.
Fox. The only thing that would have made more sense if his last name was Harder.
Fox Harder. That's hot. That's hot. Fox Mulder. Yeah. I mean, technically, like we have to think about it in the sense that, like, yeah, cool, like FBI agent, um, but he's searching for the unknown. Super good, cool, makes sense. So he's doing that, but he's also fucking all of them along the way. So he's fucking the Sandman. He's fucking Grayman. Uh, these are like all of them are men specific. That I feel like Fox Mulder is not that way. He's fucking they unknowing X Files. Fox Mulder, Californication.
Fox Mulder. X Files.
X,
Initiate.
X Cali or whatever. I don't know. I'm down. I'd watch that show. But yeah, David Duchovny's not a great actor. Love him.
You know something in the same vein that I want to rewatch, um, that has come out with a recent iteration of it is Twin Peaks. I want to watch the old Twin Peaks because the new one is
Yeah,
out ish, and I haven't watched it because I want to go back and because I know it picks up from the old episodes, so that's something I want to do
we had this
for
conversation
sure.
literally 2 hours ago. Uh, some friends were saying like the movie came out and the revival series just came out, and
I didn't know there
you
was a
need to
movie. I knew there was a revival series. I didn't know about the movie though.
yeah fire walk with me or walk in the fire with me. I don't remember what it is. Um, so we were told watch the original series front to back,
Yeah.
and then the movie, and then the revival
Okay.
because the new series came out. I don't know. Is that 2 years, 3 years ago?
Yeah, it's been a couple years. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's next on the list. So like we're not gonna finish Lost because I hate everyone in that show. X Files you can pick up at any time. Lost you can get rid of at any time. Easy enough. So I would love to dive into Twin Peaks. Like just like do the entire fucking thing. I love that show. It's exciting. How does that make you feel?
Um, not as excited as I feel about a Dexter revival.
Oh, you like that? You saw that announcement?
Did you watch Dexter back in the day?
I did watch Dexter back in the day.
Dexter back in the day was fucking dope. I'm excited for the new. It's a limited run series apparently. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I feel like it's going to do really well. I feel like they dubbed it as kind of like a limited run because they wanted to see the
Uh,
interest in it, and
yeah,
it's going to blow up. It's going to be insane. Because what else does Showtime have? Um,
nothing. I don't even know what's on Showtime
Shameless.
anymore.
All they have
That's
is
done
all they
though.
have is Shameless now, and that's pretty much done.
But
So,
Shameless is done. Yeah.
well, it's not done, but
I mean, it's
Emmy
last
Emmy
season.
Emmy Emmy Rossum left. That's it. They're still going
Right.
on. But
But this is the last
oh,
season.
is
They
it?
announced.
Is it?
Yeah, I think they announced this is the last season. All that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where do you
well, that makes
where do you
sense.
go from here?
Where do you go from here? Turn on the
I'm
lights down
f-
low.
I'm feeling it.
I'm feeling it. But yeah.
That was
While we're on it,
dark.
I mean, Shameless is great. I fucking love Shameless. Abby and
Yeah.
I like um since like when we first started dating, like that was the show we latched onto that we watched and we both liked. Um, yeah, man, I love that show. I never got into the British version. Kind of like The Office. I never really liked the British version of it. Too.
Uh, I checked out the US and the British version of it. I was not into either of them.
No, dude, Shameless
I
on
know.
Showtime is so good, dude. It's
I
so
know.
good. It's so
I
good.
know. I know. I understand. Um, ev- everyone,
If you're gonna watch 2 seasons of Lost, you should definitely watch Shameless.
that's what everyone tells me. It's like I tell like we had the conversation that like
It
you
is
should
so,
watch Shane.
dude. It is so up your alley. It's unbelievable. It is so good. It is really good. You will like it. Trust me.
I have tried a couple times. I've tried a couple of times, and it has made me angry.
You don't like Shameless?
No,
like,
I want to.
okay. So what don't you like about it?
I don't like there's specific aspects of it like I maybe it's a thing that like I don't like seeing what's his face main guy Fargo.
William H Macy
I don't like seeing William H. Macy in that role. And maybe like I'm putting myself in a
in the
protective
deadbeat
bubble.
dad druggy shit loser bag role.
I mean like he is that consistently. Like he plays loser so well.
He's not the main person in that show, though.
No, I understand that, but he plays that role so well. And like I'm not focusing specifically on him, but like watching that show and just like that storyline and just like consistent like um negative like negative connotation but upheaval from them is like it's positive, but like while watching it's like hey, everything's shit, this guy's drunk, everyone's drunk,
How
everything's bad, let's get up from here,
I,
like
I
we'll get.
I get you. How many seasons have you watched? Have you even watched one?
I've watched one. Yeah, I got through one. I was definitely on two
Okay.
at one. How many is there?
There's like 8.
That's too many.
Another's not because it's amazing. Dude, Shameless on Showtime is amazing.
That's too many seasons. That's
No way, dude.
crazy.
No way. It is so good. Shameless is so good. You get into it. You love it.
Okay.
Fuck. Trust me, man. Trust me. It is.
I,
It
I
is, dude. It. If I could think of a Matt Schmidt type of show, that is like what I would think of. Like I don't understand how you don't like that show.
Why would it be my show?
It is about. It's not just about Frank just being a shitbag, alcoholic, douchebag. It is about
You're painting a great picture right now, Adam.
it's about that, but it's also about like all these family members coming together for one another and also being kind of like shitbags themselves. They all have their own like vices that they are like drawn to. Like some people are it depends what episode or season you're in. So like some people are like Carl is in the army in an episode or not an episode, but like a season where he has a girlfriend who is abusive and he is like physically abused by this woman. And there's another episode or a season where um, the bar owners are trying to make ends meet and care for three of their children. It's there's all these different scenarios where it's just like totally inner city Chicago, like low end, and it is just really funny and really well done. And it's just like the comedy is great, man. I really enjoy it. It's so good. You should, dude. You should totally give it a chance. It is totally up your alley, man. I can't believe this right now. I can't believe you don't like Shameless. Like that's the show. Like Abby does not like a lot of shows. Like a lot of like
You think I
H.
would like this because I am a shitbag?
No, I like it.
Fair. Okay.
No,
That makes
it's really well written and the comedy is really well done and it's just it's about family. It's about bonding together. It's about scrapping together. It's about the Midwest, man. It's about like people from inner city Chicago like scrapping together and just making a community and
every episode.
and saying fuck you to everybody else. Literally, like
Yeah, fuck the man.
and this show is so political. Like in seasons probably like 6 or 7 on, to be honest with you. Like once Trump took power, it is
Okay.
insane. And this show is
In Spain?
it's in Spain. It's in Spain. Yes.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. Like, I guess maybe like I gave up early. It just felt cheesy to me,
Oh no,
and
man! You should totally hit it up again. Totally.
everything felt white trashy to be white trashy for funsies.
No, no.
And okay, cool. I'll dive back in.
You
I'll give
should
it
you
a
should
go.
dive back in because it is very politically correct in the way that I think like The Boys is now. It's very politically correct in like pride, sexism, all the major things that are politicized now in this
Well,
day and age. Yes.
and now I'm horny.
Yes, yes. It's very apparent. Trust
Fantastic.
me, man. Trust me. You will like it. Trust me.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, sorry. Anything else, Matthew, you want to talk about?
Well, let's see. So I hit Lost. I hit X Files.
Yep.
I hit. What else did I hit? I had one or two other ones.
I'll hit something we probably both been watching.
Watched Bloodsport last week.
Bloodsport is good.
Yeah, we watched that for funsies. You throw that in there. Everyone for fun.
Um,
Um,
NCAA football.
I haven't been touching it, man. I haven't
I'm not.
touched
No,
it.
I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about like, have you been watching it?
Oh, no, I honestly haven't.
You haven't been
Uh,
watching. college football.
Mm-mm. No, feels like a fluke season. And I'm not writing it off. I'm not saying like I'm above it because of COVID or anything like that. I just haven't a chance. It's been a weird year because everyone's capitalizing on their conference um, cable gains for the most part. So it's hard to watch a lot of these games.
So
Um,
a lot of the games that are being played, a lot of these teams, these top
yeah.
teams, are losing to each other.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. I love it.
Um,
Chaos.
Alabama, Georgia is going to be played this week. Are you going to watch that game?
Um, that's tomorrow, right?
Correct.
Do you know where it's playing?
I don't know. I can look it up real quick.
We live in a weird time, man. I don't know. Normally, I'd say like, yeah, I'd be at the bar watching this game right now, but the bar I can go to watch the
It's going to
game.
be played tomorrow at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time.
No shit.
Yes, on CBS.
Okay, I'm gonna try and watch that game because Nick Saban,
He's out.
he's out. He's at home with COVID.
Yeah.
Um, man, is this the year? Is this the year that Georgia gets it?
No.
I don't think so either.
No. I don't think so.
Adam, I know you work within this same zone that I do, and old Iowa State has had a real run at things.
They're coming off a
I
real
get,
spiritual high after winning their last game, apparently.
yeah, I don't know. They beat Ohio or Oklahoma. I'm sorry. Um, so they're favored to win the Big 12.
No. No.
How do you feel?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they got Kansas
And
State.
that's not even the Iowa fan in me. That is just like the
General,
no,
every
no.
realist in you. Yeah.
It's only because what Oklahoma has lost 2 games,
Oklahoma has lost 3 games, I think, at this
3
point.
games now.
Yeah, they're 1-3, I think. 1-3. Yeah, they beat.
What about Oklahoma State?
Well, that's
Still
the
better than Iowa State.
not in technical, but Oklahoma State will beat Iowa State, I think. Yeah, realistically. But Iowa State's figure like here's the dark thing right now. Here's the dark thing that I don't want to talk about, but I'll talk about it. They're favored to win Big 12 right now. Right now.
So they play Oklahoma State next, which will be
Hmm.
a game. They'll play Kansas, which they'll probably beat. Baylor is not a gimme. Kansas State not a gimme. Texas not a gimme. West Virginia not a gimme. They could lose all of those next. They could lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of the next 6 games
Currently,
easily.
currently favored to win the Big 12 because all of those hot teams that we believe to be hot are losing. Because none of this makes any sense anymore. Consistently, like you're like, all right, cool, I got it. Get 2 games in, and like you kind of understand like your betting, understanding process. It's all out the window right now. All these teams are winning and losing, and in nonsensical patterns. So
Here's what I'm wondering too. Do they play any games away? The only away game they played so far is at TCU. They
yep,
play at Oklahoma State. Those are probably and at Texas. Those are their toughest away games.
that's it.
They've already played. They're about to play 2 out of 3 of them. They
Jesus.
play at Lawrence, Kansas. Kansas sucks.
Kansas sucks.
And that's it.
By the
They
way,
play home against Baylor. They play home against Kansas State. They play home against West Virginia.
Kansas is still our team.
Les Miles. God. He's
So
been hanging out with Nick Saban, apparently.
he got COVID too?
Yeah.
Bummer. That makes sense. Yeah, Big 12's fucked. But old Nick Saban got that COVID, so he out for this week. In the biggest game of the year.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Alabama will still win, I think.
I think so too, but like still it's like not the biggest game of this year, but like just general big game of the year. Like especially like right now, I think Alabama's ranked number 2 and
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Georgia's ranked number 3, I think right now.
Well, yeah, it depends on poll, but yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So this could be a fucked up week. Which, once again, this entire year, this entire season, everything, it's kind of a throwaway. It really is. It's like, yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
yes, it's
two and
happening.
three. AP, Alabama 2, Georgia 3. Coaches poll,
Georgia
same,
19.
same thing.
Fucking unreal.
Yeah.
Georgia's not that good of a team, man. Alabama's not that good of a team either.
Keep speaking up, my man. I gotta go pee.
Go P. So here's the thing. Guys, welcome to the dark side. Here's what we're going to do. We're drinking a little beer called Lagunitas. Something. You like California? You ever thought about like maybe I should give up all my hopes, dreams? Don't give up your dreams. Keep your dreams. I'm gonna give up all my hopes though. Here's where I live. I live in Sandusky, Ohio. It's a beautiful town. Love it. But like I want something more. Fucking give it up. Who gives a shit? Sell all your shit. Put it on eBay. Send it to Goodwill. No one gives a shit. Do it there. Doesn't matter. And then buy an eco-friendly car because like this is like prerequisite. Just prepare for it. Like sell everything you have and like buy a nice eco-friendly car, and then take like a nice week and a half. Week and a half is nice, and then just like stop where you see something cool, and like put a couple boxes in your car. You know, like, I'm like moving quickly in these processes. Um, put a couple of boxes in your car before you move, or send the things via FedEx. Don't do DSL, DHL or whatever. I don't know. So put them in your car and then just like slowly move across the country and like, have yourself a day. It'll be really nice. Oh, Adam, hi.
Hey, hey, hi. I'm back.
Cool. You hit me at the perfect time. I was telling people how to give up on life.
Way to invigorate the listener base here.
Sorry about the clap.
Let's see. I'm trying to look what I got on my list. Talked about Jurassic Park. I have on my list NBA Finals. I actually haven't been watching the NBA
Didn't
Finals, and
watch
they
it.
are now over with. Um, I
Oh,
watched up until
got
this.
Lakers win.
I watched up until the semifinals, and then I just stopped giving a fuck.
What happened? What was the
I don't know, man.
something
I
just
was
happened?
really into NBA playoffs, and then I just like stopped watching because I knew the Lakers were gonna win,
Wow.
kind of thing.
What what made you feel like the Lakers were gonna win?
Once To be honest with you, like once the Clippers lost, like I feel like the Clippers were like their only competition because I feel like Kawhi Leonard is like
Yeah.
this like dark horse in the NBA that just like he's kind of like a fucking headhunter to be honest with you.
I
He,
feel
he
like
he played for the Raptors last year and they won a
right,
championship. So like
right.
you know,
I I feel dirty in this sense because like I don't give a fuck about basketball
hmm
in any sense, but I do love stats.
stats are
Like
fun, man.
yeah,
Oh, did you?
stats and
I was gonna say, did you see my Snapchat the other day? But you didn't because you're not on Snapchat.
hi.
Jalen and Jacoby were discussing the goat of the NBA, and it was against LeBron and MJ. And actually, let me pull up this. I screenshotted it. What they were talking about, and they had some criteria on who the goat is.
Who is it?
Some goat criteria. So, goat criteria is number of MVPs won,
Yeah.
number of NBA titles won.
It doesn't like none of this applies now at this point.
Why?
It's all different, right? Like like no, like that's my argument. I'm not saying like one is like 100% better than the other by any means. Like they all apply in theory to these players, but like with time comes difference. At this point, there's so many players that are insane. At that time, while MJ was playing, like there was like there was a ton of players that were insane and like put up the numbers, but like
Right.
not I don't think not to the degree that is happening right now.
Look at the text I just sent you, and I'm gonna keep speaking on it.
Speak on it.
The GOAT accolades are MVP
Speak
titles won, Finals MVPs won, and scoring titles and Defensive Player of the Years. And keep in mind, they only compared Braun to Jordan right here because he is the only person that has got 4 out of the 5 categories ever.
I guess that's not even close, is it?
No, it's really not.
Wow. Okay. Be throwing down my phone. Ah, all right.
So when people,
Remember me defending the 90s, be like, well, think about the fact that like things were a little different. It's like, ah, never mind. Yeah, seeing your charting, he's really good.
yeah, but I will say this: there is a thing to be said about like a physical specimen. So I think 1-on-1 LeBron would beat Jordan, right? So, but
Do you think LeBron would fuck Jordan?
I think it, yeah.
Like sexually?
Yeah. But I
That's a yes.
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. Ooh, it's horny.
So MVP titles, Jordan has 5, LeBron has 4. NBA titles, Jordan 6, LeBron 4. Finals MVPs, Jordan 6, LeBron 4. Scoring titles 10. This is the big one right here. Scoring titles. Michael Jordan had 10 NBA scoring titles. LeBron has 1.
One, I saw that. That was a very upsetting number.
And the other one about this too. Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan only has 1, but Jordan was always known as a lockdown defensive player. LeBron has 0 Defensive Player of the Year titles.
That's kind of dark. It's kind of
So,
dark. I think all if we're talking about all around player, we're talking about Michael Jordan.
Jalen and Jacoby, they were actually comparing LeBron to more of like a Magic Johnson type player.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Um, like a pass first, distribute, make your team around you better type player rather than a scoring type player.
Right.
But to be honest with you, I feel I kind of feel like LeBron's probably going to pass Jordan in scoring eventually too.
100%. I think so too. If he stays in,
He's
which
he's 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 my age, so 35. He's 35. He, especially like in this COVID bubble situation that they've been playing in,
right.
he has looked so fresh and rejuvenated. It's insane because they don't have to
Yeah.
travel. They don't have to fly on
No.
planes. They just
No.
stay there. They play.
Clean. Yep.
It's insane, dude. He looks like he's 25.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I it's an interesting thought on all of this. It's
like,
like,
do I think Jordan's the best player of all? Yeah, I think he is.
of course he is.
But
Yeah,
is
he's the natural.
LeBron is like
He's King James.
he is so Jalen and Jacoby also brought this up. They said there's two different types of players. So there is the Jordan and the Kobe. And is Kobe better than Jordan? Like scoring? No. And then there's also the Magic Johnson and LeBron type player.
Right.
Is LeBron better than Magic Johnson?
Touchy subject.
Maybe. Potentially.
Ooh. Potentially. Yeah.
Potentially.
I would say possibly. Yeah. Some people would beat my ass
A
for that.
better pure passer? No. But is he bigger? Yes. Is he
Yeah.
a better defensive player? Yes. Is
Yeah.
he
Hornier.
a better leader? Probably. Is
Probably.
all these things I
Hornier.
named off. Anyway.
He's definitely hornier.
Definitely Horner. But yeah. I have some other things on here. NFL. Kind of been watching it. And NFL's been weird because the schedule's been so weird because everyone's been like had
Adam,
COVID and
wait.
what?
Wait.
What? What? What?
I have to take a piss now, too.
Okay, go for it. I'll just keep talking.
Tell everyone about your beer.
Oh yeah, I got a new beer. I got the
Be right back.
I got the basic batch beer from Confluence. Confluence, if you want to reach out to Sewer Pals and sponsor some episodes, we're open to it. I already drink your beer. I drink your beer, and I drink a lot of beer, Iowa beers. So your basic batch beer is very delicious. I like the play on the name too. It's very good. It's not too pumpkiny, which I can appreciate. I do like that. I do have some things to pick with Matt once he gets back, though. I do want to know if there is a pumpkin beer by Big Grove. If you're in chat or if you want to tweet at us, let me know if there is a Big Grove pumpkin beer because I want to know what it is. I don't know that I've had it before or if there even is one. So, so there's that. But yeah, Matt's peeing right now. We're looking at his beautiful brick background here. See if there's anything I can pick out of his scene right now. There's like a maroon colored pillow. What is that? Is that where you it almost looks like someone's laying underneath the sheets right there. That's interesting. But yeah. Matt looked at me like I had three heads when I said Konnichiwa last week. I said Konnichiwa because it is what Japanese for hello and goodbye, actually. I've been playing a lot of Ghost of Tsushima. I fucking love that game. Never have I ever been so entrenched in Japanese culture. It's been absolutely insane. I have just been in love with it. The it this game makes me feel calm, even though I'm just like chopping people up with a katana. It's hard to describe, but I I love the game. I love the open world aspect of it. Obviously, it is a mix between Horizon Zero Dawn and like The Witcher.
Horny.
And and I love it. It's given me a whole new respect for Japanese culture and all
Horny
that stuff.
culture?
So yeah, what
Horny culture.
horny culture? Yeah,
Horny for it.
yeah, totally.
Good brief. Thanks for covering for me. Had to take a little bit of a shit.
A dumpity doodah.
Yeah, turned into a thing. Sorry.
Mm.
Um, yeah, lovely.
Well,
Well,
we talked about NCAA. I had the NFL on here. I have a couple other things left on my list, and then I have a couple other question marks.
perfect. Let's hit them.
Um, I've been loving Fargo season 4.
Haven't. Wait. Are they? Is it all out?
Yeah. No, no.
I'll touch it when it gets out.
4 episodes, 5 episodes, maybe are out. Four, I think. I think four. I think four.
Anyone fun and interesting in it right now?
Obviously, the main character is the main selling point is Chris Rock, obviously. So there's that, and there's Jason Schwartzman, who is the other like gang leader. So Chris Rock
Interesting.
and Jason Schwartzman. Schwartzman is the Italian leader. Chris Rock is the black leader. But the other knife in it is Timothy Oliphant,
Oh wow.
who was not introduced until episode 3 or 4, I believe.
No shit.
He's a marshal, and he is after just some random outlaws, and he's kind of
Crazy.
stumbling upon this whole like gang scenario, and he's kind of figuring out as he goes. And I almost tweeted about it, and I realized Timothy Oliphant did not have Twitter, but
I love Timothy
he
Olyphant.
is
He's
he is a
funny.
fucking godsend in this show, man. I tell you what,
Yeah.
I I like the Fargo series, the TV series, and I was a little let down until he came into it. To be honest with you,
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Wow.
I like the setting. I like the old school setting of it. You know, the Italians versus the blacks, and before that, it kind of like rolled up into
I love the
like,
subtle racism. What sold me on it.
well, yeah, it is that it's very relevant in these times, and it's very like yes. So it's a period piece. Obviously, it takes place
Like,
in the 50s.
okay.
But yeah, so it's but until he came into the mix, I was just kind of like, it's an interesting period piece. There's some interesting characters. Chris Rock. I don't know that Chris Rock is great for the role, to be honest with you. Like I like Chris Rock, but I don't know that he fits the mold of like a black gangster.
I didn't know he was in this at all.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact, I didn't know they were on season 4 of Fargo.
Oh
I
yeah,
am
I
very
did.
far behind, apparently.
Love Fargo. Fucking love that show
I,
too.
I do too. Like, I finished season 2. I did not know season 3 was out. I did not know season 4 was out.
Season 4
Love,
got delayed a long time because of COVID.
yeah,
It was
right.
supposed to come out in the spring, I think, Maybe even
Okay.
before that. Maybe last fall, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Yeah, it got delayed a long time. But yeah, it's good. It's good. It's not my favorite season yet, but it might be. I don't know. I
Yeah.
have an open mind. I like the setting. I like the period piece of it. I like all the characters, except I can't quite buy Chris Rock as a gangster. I don't know.
He's the gangster. He's the guy.
Yeah.
Right. Where is it based out of?
It is based out of uh, New Orleans, I believe.
Fargo is based out of New Orleans.
New Orleans, and then they eventually bring people in from Fargo. So
I
this
see.
the season actually episode 4 was the first time Chris Rock was like, bring the guy in from Fargo. That's all he said.
Warney. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So there's
Right.
it's building. It's building, right? So
It's
it's
a building
yes.
thing. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Right. Right.
Yes. It's
How many episodes into season 4 are they doing right now?
there's 4 so far.
4. 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've been
They'll
dig
turn the corner.
yeah, I've been digging that. I always like the Fargo seasons.
Yeah.
Um and just kind of stick with the FX train. Where the fuck is American Horror Story?
Yeah. They like. Did they give up on that show?
No, because AHS 84 did amazing.
Did it do well?
Did
I
you
remember
like
that.
did you watch it?
No, I never watched any
Oh,
of this show.
dude, American Horror Story 84. Holy shit, that is Matt Schmidt's 101 right there, baby. Holy shit.
I feel like you keep putting things in my basket. I'm like, I don't want those things.
You should watch it. American Horror Story 84 is amazing.
I never have fucked with a story in any sense
Oh,
of it.
oh, you should, man. You should.
I should. Okay.
The first American Horror Story, the first season is really good. Second one is okay. After that, it's suspect. It's okay. They get into witches and cults and those kinds of things. It's fine. Blah blah blah. But
So it,
American Horror Story 84, I would I would totally recommend. I would totally recommend. I think you would like it.
so in those
Yes.
early things, those early things, and you said like season 3 or 4, they're finally getting into witches and bullshit.
Witches and cults. Lady Gaga's in like a season, and yeah,
Oh, Lady Goo.
yeah, yeah.
So what the fuck were they doing before that then?
I mean, did you watch the first season?
No.
First season was basically just like haunted house, like like Amityville horror,
Spooky.
like basically like horror, yeah. But
Spooky.
really well done. I really liked season one.
Okay.
Season one was very good, and then season two, just got a little bit more weird. Just kind of just stretched the bounds of things, and just kind of like I don't know. I
Super
wasn't
spooky.
really into it, and then we kind of got into like witches and cults and whatever. There was like a whole season where that was like a traveling circus and clowns and shit and
Right.
but was it last year? AHS 84 is what they're calling it. I really liked it, man. I thought it was really good.
Was it like very specific to like 80s, 90s movies?
Yes, it was very 80s. Very 80s, very 80s music, very 80s like shot. It was very like Jason esque. It was very
Right.
Nightmare on Elm Street esque. Um,
So,
as
so
far as
how
the acting, as far as the music, as far as
right.
the way it was shot, the setting, the whole thing.
How
Yeah,
how does this show like continue on? Like what's the connection between all of these seasons, I guess at this point? You said it's like eight, nine.
it's like an anthology. Like so, it's like it takes all these tropes, these horror tropes, and it just like creates an anthology season out of all of them. Yeah.
Okay. So how does it go backwards to 84?
Well, it takes like the trope of like a slasher horror movie.
Right. I get that. So like I guess like I don't know. I've never seen it. Like is it like so every single episode is singular or is it like a continuing storyline?
Yeah, every season is its own season.
Right.
So every episode is based on that story and that season.
Okay. So it
So they don't pick up from one another. That's what I meant. Like it's an anthology.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
It's well done. It's if you were to watch all of them, they're all really well done. Some seasons are better than others. I think Horror Story 84 is probably my favorite, to be honest with you. The first season is really good. I do really like the first season, but Horror Story 84 is probably my second favorite.
Pretty horny
Yeah,
show.
it's pretty good. It's super gory and just like it's funny too. Like there's really funny moments in as well. So I don't know.
Okay.
I like it.
I
Um,
trust I trust your judgment.
so I had those things, and I have some question marks on my list. These are things that I have not seen or I am like looking forward to.
Let's talk about them.
I have Lovecraft Country on my list right now. Have you seen Lovecraft Country?
Not. I've
Okay.
heard good things though.
Okay.
I heard.
It's on HBO, I think,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. I
Um
heard. I heard a lot of bad things, and then I heard a lot of good things right after that.
okay. What are the bad things you heard?
Um, I feel sorry. Been a long day. I heard a lot of people shitting on it just based off of general storyline stuff. I think it's a lot of pre-expectation. Because uh, what is that? JJ? Who did this one? Who
JJ is the producer, yeah.
JJ's producing? But it's like semi-attached to another show. Not, it's not like attached, but like it brought writers in from it. I can't remember exactly who it was, but I remember reading the things and like a lot of people had high ass expectations about Lovecraft. Lovecraft. Yep, that country. And it did not fill out exactly what they expected
Okay.
uh, to the degree, for the most part. I have not seen it, but I've heard it's okay.
Looks pretty
Where you at
dope.
on?
Looks pretty
What's
dope.
your
I'm it's definitely on my to watch list for sure.
to watch? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. That is, and this is definitely farther down the line, but WandaVision, and um, it's an MCU. It's gonna be on Disney Plus. Is a
Yeah.
TV series spinoff from the MCU, containing Scarlet Witch, who is also known as Wanda Maximoff, and the Vision. And this looks trippy as fuck. This show, coming from the MCU, who is glitter and rainbows and every kid's wet dream, this looks insane. And Matt, if you have not seen the trailer for WandaVision, you should watch this because this might get you into the MCU.
That trailer better have a big old pair of lips and a deep throat because it's got to suck my fucking dick off because I have no interest in hero movies.
Well, you got to open your eyes first to see what's going on there. But yeah, you should check it
Cop,
out.
copy that. Is it sick?
It
Do you
lo-
love it?
it looks sick. I wouldn't be bringing it up if it wasn't sick.
What what sells you on it? Talk to me about
It sells me on it because it looks trippy. The trailer looked trippy. The music is great. It looks like it's traveling between like alternate realities to a certain degree, and it's kind of questioning people's realities. It's kind of like very Pleasantville, like you know what I mean?
Pleasantville. Great movie.
Like very like 50s, 40s,
Kirsten
50s,
Dunst.
60s, like, oh, everything's perfect. But is it? Kind of thing.
It's not.
Um,
It's horny.
you should watch the trailer for WandaVision, and if you don't like it, to fine. But
I'll
I
check it out.
think you would. I think you will. I think it's
Okay.
right up your. It's very like mind fuckery. Like it wants to fuck with you.
Ooh.
Like it's very like Aronofsky in that kind of sense. You know what I mean?
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like it's very un-Disney, to be honest with you.
Thinky horny.
Yes, yes. It looks good. It looks good. I think you'd like it.
I'm a fan of movies. Like I
Yeah.
like cinema, but like I'm like my favorite is like thinky horny genre. Uh, you gotta think about it, and you gotta be horny while doing
Well,
so.
it's got Paul Bettany in it. Everybody loves Paul Bettany.
Whoa! Of course, Paul Bettany. Benini. Benini. Panini.
Yeah, those are the things that I've
Ham.
been either watching or looking forward to, or I don't know. I mean, there's other things out there, but you know,
My man, we could
these
talk
just
to. Yeah,
hit my palate immediately. You know,
you're fancy. You're fancy.
I'm fancy. I'm fancy.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot to mention this.
Hit me.
I'm gonna mention this real fucking quick. It Chapter 2. Fucking terrible.
Sucks. Yeah, I
Fucking
won't watch that
terrible.
garbage.
Absolutely fucking trash. I was talking to my sister about this.
Yeah.
If Bill Hader was not in that movie,
Oh, Bill. I didn't realize Bill Hader was.
yeah, you obviously haven't seen it.
I don't plan to,
Yeah,
because fuck that movie.
yeah, you don't need to.
I saw the original one. It scarred me for life.
The
I will
the
never see.
the original one is good. The remake of the original is actually pretty good. But this one is
Like the
not good.
TV, like the TV remake.
Yeah, the TV remake. Yeah,
Ta TV.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I mean, it's fine, but I decided. Here's the reasoning. I don't think I'm above the movies by any means. I do not think that by any means. I am very below the movies. I it scared the living shit out of me, kid.
I will say this: if the original It scared the shit out of you, you
Yes.
should watch the remake of it. Watch the first one and see how you feel. And if that just like disturbs you, don't even bother with the second one, because the second one is definitely because
Man,
it's like it's because it's like the book, right? It's like the book. It brings everyone together 27 years later. So
you sound you sound a lot like Pennywise right now.
they
Well, you
it brings everybody closer. It brings everyone back to the town of Derry 27 years later. So it's all the kids, you know, Bill Hader, God, what the fuck is his name? James McAvoy is in it. Um,
Richard Gere.
Jessica Chastain is in it. You know,
Oh, wow.
there's three really well known actors and actresses in it, but like the overall story just doesn't hold up. I will say this. I told this to my sister. The effects are really good.
Yeah, in the original, yeah. In
The
comparison.
um the jump scares are not really there for me, but like the effects look really good in the second chapter, but that's about it.
Okay.
Like it looks it's like it's by the same director that did Mama, if you ever seen Mama.
Mama.
Yeah.
I did not.
Okay.
Uh, it's like I mean, in theory, the original, like, it's not scary. It's real clunky. It's not specific or anything like that. But I remember as a kid, it fucked my ass up, and specifically to it, I think I just have a vendetta.
Fair enough.
I just want to kill them all.
Matt, is there anything else that you are watching that you want to shout out?
Nope. Love it. Did it all. Feel good about it. Let's go back in time. Everything new is trash. So I just like to live in the past.
Let's go back in time.
Back in time. I'm Ice Cube. I apparently am a mega guy or whatever.
Fan fucking
We're not
tastic.
non-political podcast.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Sewer Pals episode 3. Matt, where can people catch us on social medias and all of
Guys,
that?
we are at Twitter.
Shit. Yeah. Go for it.
We are www.twitter.com.
Hey, wait. HTTPS
I am so sorry.
//
I am so sorry. Twitter.com/sewerpals. We are at Instagram.com/sewerpals. We're at sewerpals@gmail.com. If you want to email us and let us know that our decisions were wrong, you can hit, like, honestly, now at this point, this is the best time. You can find this podcast on all your fucking listening podcasty things. Stitcher.
Thanks, Matt.
Spotify.
What?
Am I done? Did you cut me off?
No. I said thanks, Matt. Thanks, because you did all this. You made all
thank
this
you so much.
possible.
All right. Oh, I thought you were gonna, like, be like, nah, you're done.
No. Thanks, Matt. You did all this. He made all this possible. All the podcasting services.
I know I'm the shit. I was gonna talk through whatever you said, but I was justification, you dirty fuck. Yeah, wherever you listen to podcasts, you could pretty much find Apple, Overcast, whatever. That'll be available next week. Yeah, this whole thing is a pleasure. Like, we're just figuring it all out, and yeah, it should be pretty cool. Appreciate you guys chilling and listening. It's exciting. Me and Adam try not that hard on this, like semi hard, but like not that hard.
We come up with ideas, topics.
We definitely come up with topics and ideas. Adam did all the graphics, and then I try to put them places, I guess, and that's our trade-off. So thank you guys so much for listening. Also, if you have money, give it to us.
Yep, give it all to us. Give us all your money. Ladies and gentlemen. Sewer Pals, episode 3. This is it. This is a wrap. That's a wrap, folks.
I love you, buddy.
We're out, and until next week. We might have a surprise for you next week. I might have something spooky to show you.
Hail Satan.
But maybe not. I don't know. Who knows?
Not Hail Satan.
Maybe Hail Satan. Maybe not Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
I have some ideas. I have these ideas. Okay, they're burning through my skull. Okay.
Hail Satan.
Yep.
Was that the middle ground?
Potentially, yes.
Hail Seton. Seton.
Yep.
Did I fix it?
Yep. You fixed it. Congratulations,
God
man.
damn it.
Yep. And we are out.